We need serious justice, not a miscarriage of justice that happened here in Peoria.
A murder victim's family reacts after a verdict is reached in the trial of former sheriff's deputy Sean Grayson.
Plus, Rockford's mayor hosting a luncheon aimed at reducing hunger across the city. How the government shutdown makes this annual event even more relevant.
And it's a holiday tradition in downtown Rockford, a preview of this year's Stroll on State.
Live from WTVO 17, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Edwards. We're glad you're with us.
A jury convicts a former sheriff's deputy in the shooting death of Sonia Massey.
That jury found Sean Grayson guilty of second-degree murder. Jurors stopped short of convicting Grayson of first-degree murder. In July of last year, Grayson shot and killed 36-year-old Sonia Massey after she called 911 for help reporting a prowler near her Springfield home. The ex-Sangamon County deputy testified in his own trial, claiming he felt threatened when Massey grabbed a pot of hot boiling water. A spokesman for the Massey family, though, criticizing the lesser charge and promising to push for reforms.
Second-degree murder? That is not right. That is not justice for anybody's family, regardless of who you are and where you come from. So we're going to work extremely hard, not only in Sangamon County, not only in the state of Illinois, but throughout this country to change the laws. People need to understand that there is a major difference between second-degree murder and first-degree murder.
Grayson faces up to 20 years in prison. His sentence hearing is set for January 29th in Sangamon County.
The city of Beloit has a new chief of police. The Beloit Police and Fire Commission selected Shanella Stewart for the role. She was among 3 finalists. Stewart has served in law enforcement for 19 years. She replaces former Chief Andre Sales, who resigned to take a position in Seattle. A formal approval by the Police and Fire Commission is expected next month. When SNAP benefits are in jeopardy, the mayor's hunger luncheon now in Rockford even more relevant.
Eyewitness News reporter Rico Holland spoke with the mayor and a couple of food pantries. And Rico, what did they have to say?
I got a chance to speak with a couple organizers today, and they say that the luncheon could be the lifeline they need as they face much uncertainty come November.
A mix of anxiousness and optimism in the room today at Veterans Memorial Hall. With SNAP benefits more than likely not coming in November, local food pantries are uncertain of the future. Northern Illinois Food Bank is bracing.
Food insecurity is rising all across the country, and especially in these times where we have public benefits like SNAP benefits are under threat. People are going to rely more and more on food pantries to get assistance.
A variety of local food pantries and donors gathered for the mayor's hunger luncheon. Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara says this year is even more significant.
We're really excited. We have a full house, we're at capacity, and we're raising money for the 9 local pantries in our community. Every dollar raised today is going to those pantries. We're obviously seeing a tremendous amount of need in the Rockford area, and that need's only going to be exacerbated when SNAP benefits begin to expire on Saturday, November 1st.
The luncheon was sold out. Shan Johnson of the Salvation Army says the funds raised from here will go a long way.
I don't think a lot of people realize that we have no government funding. Everything has been cut, and so we are continually seeking to be able to pay for the food pantry and to be able to keep it stocked and to be able to keep things on the shelf. So the mayor's hunger luncheon is a great help with all of that.
McNamara says they hope to raise $60,000. You can visit mystateline.com for an article with a link to donate. Wendell?
Rico, thank you. A local disability resource group held its own luncheon today. RAMP's 34th annual Changing Attitudes, Breaking Barriers luncheon was at Embassy Suites. It serves as a fundraiser to support the group's mission of providing services to people with disabilities. The goal was to raise at least $50,000 today. The keynote speaker was Wesley Hamilton. He overcame paralysis at age 24 and now works as an advocate for accessibility.
The whole event today is around changing attitudes, so really giving people a new perspective on how you see disability and understand disability, I think can really amplify today's mission.
This year also serves as a celebration of RAMP's 45th anniversary.
Governor Pritzker signs an executive order aimed at helping Illinois farmers as they feel the impacts of President Trump's tariff and trade policies. He was joined today by state officials as well as farmers.
My family has been farming in this state since 1846. I farm 850 acres, and one farm that I farm is literally on State Line Road. I can cross the street and I'm in Wisconsin. My story is the same as every farmer in Illinois. We are hurting. The salesmen are hurting right now. They're not buying any equipment. Farmers aren't buying any equipment.
The order directs state agencies to boost domestic markets for Illinois' crops and support struggling farmers. Earlier this month, the Trump administration was reportedly considering a financial aid package for farmers.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas for at least organizers of the annual Forest City holiday celebration. City officials joined Go Rockford to celebrate this year's Stroll on State, held every year over Thanksgiving weekend. The downtown event is expected to attract about 80,000 visitors. New additions this year include a sensory Santa experience for children and families who prefer a quieter environment, and a public showing of a classic holiday film, although we don't know what it is quite yet. But organizers say these won't impact the yearly favorites.
We have so many things that people just love and that we don't ever want to see go away. So yeah, it's always fun to add new, and we always do add new elements or mix things up to make it feel fresh. But we also want it to feel like coming home. Like it's your favorite part of the holiday. It's your favorite part of the Thanksgiving weekend, as you know you're going to come to Stroll and you're going to go to this because that's your favorite.
So Stroll on State takes place Saturday, November 29th.
Halloween, of course, is just 2 days away, and the local hospitals ensuring babies in their neonatal intensive care unit and their families can join the fun. These adorable costumes were handmade by Joanne Gorsline. She's a NICU nurse at Javon Bay Hospital, Riverside. Gorsline made over 52 unique costumes to ensure NICU babies don't go without a costume this Halloween.
I am motivated to do it because of the joy that it brings to the parents, especially when they see their little one in a costume. It helps make the stay in a NICU a little bit more of a normalcy than what it normally is.
This year, new costumes included Peter Pan and Tinkerbell.
They are adorable.
They are.
A push for more manufacturing in the state line.
When we come back, a look at the hurdles facing the Greater Rockford Chamber of Commerce in making its new roadmap a reality.
And coming up tonight at 6, big changes on the horizon for a Boone County intersection. The open house discussing IDOT's new roundabout project.
Spot on our forecast high this afternoon made it up to 58 degrees thanks to some sunshine. However, the wind has really taken center stage, gusting in at 30 to 35 miles per hour. Thankfully, the winds will ease, but we do add in some cloud cover over the next couple of days. Find out if that comes with any rainfall in the first warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Sports Director Scott Lever, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
The Greater Rockford Chamber of Commerce is leaning heavy on manufacturing for the future of the Forest City.
We told you about its economic development roadmap this week, addressing challenges. Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Lewandowski tells us the biggest hurdles. Stephen?
I spoke with Lori Hansmeyer from J.L. Clark. She says the biggest challenge manufacturers are facing is an aging workforce. Hansmeyer says the average age for a new hire is between 30 and 40 years old. She says some young people don't have an interest in manufacturing as a career. As for current staff, the lack of young hirees puts a strain on their day-to-day.
If we can't find folks to staff up the open positions that we have available, our current staff, needs to work more hours, right? There's also challenges with training too, and frustrations, right? So as we bring people in, it's the training of those new employees. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of, effort on our current employees and puts a little bit of strain on them.
J.L. Clark recently invested in new machinery that requires less manual input. They hope the new machinery will draw in some younger talent. Wendell, Mimi.
Thank you, Stephen.
2 local organizations team up to support area kids.
It's the 24th year of Rotary Academy locally. YMCA Camp Winnebago and Rotary Club of Rockford are hosting the annual initiative. 220 Rockford School District middle schoolers were selected to participate this year. Rotary Academy is designed to help prepare 8th graders for high school through activities that build self-confidence. Today, students from Lincoln Middle took part in crate stacking at Kent, Winnebago.
All kids have the potential, and so we think that this program does a good job of telling the kids, and that's what I told them right at the beginning, is you were picked because you have great leadership potential, and we want to send them that message that they are special and that they can do well.
Organizers survey all participants before and after the program to track their progress and see how next year's academy can improve. More cloudy weather across the state line today.
That was windy too. When
Right?
we come back, Candace lets us know if trick-or-treaters should expect any rain Halloween night. It's coming up in our full forecast next.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, we have had plenty of sunshine out there, mixed in with a few clouds, and we might see a little extra cloud cover over the next couple of hours just as a disturbance moves in from the east, but there's not a lot of moisture with it, which means our skies will stay mostly clear. But you can see the long shadows there on our SkyTrack camera out at the Poplar Grove Airport as the sun gets ready to set this evening. I think with the bigger story today, it's been the wind. Mentioned yesterday it was going to be a windy day, and it was. Thankfully, our wind speed's coming down. However, we're still at 30 miles per hour. That's our wind gust in Rochelle, 23 in Rockford, and 24 in Monroe. As we get through sunset, those stronger wind gusts should begin to subside, so that'll help ease up just a bit. Now, with the sunshine today, temperatures were able to make it into the 50s, 55 in Rockford, Freeport, 54 in Janesville, 57 in Dixon, and 54 degrees now in Rochelle. Our weather watcher Jean down in DeKalb, 53, 14 mile per hour wind, and that relative humidity at 52%. Terry down in Genoa, 54. Northeasterly wind. It's still rather gusty out there at 22 miles per hour. And Kevin out in Lena this last hour, 56 the current temperature, but a dry air mass with that dew point number sitting at 35. So for some yesterday evening and late into the night, there were some rain showers. For others, it did not rain at all. Most of that rain was confined out west of Rockford across northwest Illinois. That was tied in with that area of low pressure that is passing down to the south of us, but it's also that low which caused our winds to pick up once we got rid of some of that cloud cover late last night and early this morning. As that low pulls further away, that'll also help our wind speeds come down just a bit throughout the night tonight and into the day tomorrow. But when we look at the rainfall from yesterday, a very sharp cutoff from just west of Monroe down through Freeport into Ogle and central Lee County, where accumulations were 3-4 of an inch, even up to half an inch of rainfall in a couple of spots. Out east, not a drop, maybe a sprinkle as far east as Rockford, but no accumulating rainfall. And our skies will stay relatively dry these next several days, even going into next week. But our next system already taking shape here well up to the northwest, an area of low pressure that'll work down through the plains into the Midwest, and that'll help increase some cloud cover by this time tomorrow night. So let's put this all together with Futurecast. As we go through the night, Futurecast indicating a few low clouds and perhaps some fog. So we might see that going into tomorrow, but partly cloudy skies expected for tomorrow afternoon before that cloud cover comes back in. So our skies will turn mostly to partly cloudy late Thursday night into Friday. That low up to the northwest of us has some colder air with it, and oftentimes this time of year that generates more cloud cover and perhaps a very, very isolated sprinkle. We're still pretty dry on Friday, so it would take a lot really to see much of precipitation, but we might get a sprinkle or two. Little more cold air then comes in on Saturday, and that could generate a few lighter showers before we do dry things out as we head into Sunday afternoon. So 37, that's where we'll head for the night tonight. A little cooler tonight as we maintain a mostly clear sky. We're up to 56 as we head into tomorrow afternoon. We'll maintain the 50s, shouldn't be any issues. Just a jacket there for the trick-or-treaters on Friday with highs near 55.
Thank you, Candace.
Scott's next with sports.
Connor Bedard has another first in his career, his first hat trick as Chicago Blackhawk. He'll tell us about it.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
The World Series marches on tonight with a third straight game in Los Angeles. 3 games in 3 nights. Tonight's Game 5 is going to look a lot like Game 1. The same 2 starting pitchers will go to the mound. Blake Snell for the Dodgers, Trey Savage for the Blue Jays. Snell is having a great postseason. His record is 3-1. The other reason why this game feels a lot like Game 1 is because these 2 teams are all even again, 2 wins apiece. We will have tonight's game on Fox 39 once again at 7 o'clock. Well, the Blackhawks are making big strides. They're winning games, and Connor Bedard's having more fun than he's had since he was drafted by the Blackhawks. Last night, Bedard had his first career hat trick in the NHL. He's part of a Blackhawks offensive explosion against the Senators. He scored 7 goals.
You know, kind of the fans' reaction was awesome. You know, we have so much support, and you know, obviously you want to get a hat anywhere, but to get one at home is nice. It's been a lot of fun so far, so we just want to keep building that.
The Bears are trying to prop up their depleted defensive backfield. They have signed much-traveled veteran safety C.J. Gardner. The Bears are his 5th team since the end of last season. His personality has clashed with coaches and teammates. Ben Johnson's aware of that.
In and out, and so we have an opportunity, and he was available. He's a good football player. You know, there's a number of us that have been with him in the past. We'll make sure that we have a good support system for him.
Packers QB Jordan Love has been named the NFC's Offensive Player of the Week. And what a game he had last Sunday night against the Steelers. 360 passing yards, 3 touchdown passes, and no turnovers. And there was that stretch of 20 straight completions. Matt LaFleur says he wasn't aware at the time of how hot Love was.
I knew it was going well, but I guess in the moment I didn't realize it was going that well.
Have you ever seen anything quite like 20 in a row by a quarterback?
I can't say that I've been a part of that, so I don't think, to my knowledge.
That's sports. We'll be right back.
Our first warning interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More. A little more quiet out there tonight compared to where it was last night. We've got mostly clear skies. Temperatures will dip down into the 30s, so it will be a little chilly when you wake up tomorrow. 56 for the afternoon. Cloud cover moves in for Friday with highs near 55.
Thank you, Candace.
And thanks for watching. We'll see you again at 6.